Welcome, friends. Welcome to this Akashic Record transmission and activation. The best way to receive the guidance that is coming through for us is to simply be in the space of your heart, to open, to receive, to set the intention that what you most need to hear is what you will hear. What you most need to know is what you will find. And simply being in that space of receptivity and openness, and trusting in your own intuition to guide you to the messages that you need. All that comes through from the space of the Akashic Records is a point of focus, an illumination of what you know within, of what you might need to remember, of what you might not be seeing. All that you hear is available to you in the space of transformation. And with that, the message that would like to come through is one of remembering yourself. Simply close your eyes and find your breath. Find yourself moving inward, bringing your attention to the space between your shoulder blades, into that gap, that groove. And find your breath moving there, the back heart. Find your breath expanding the wings of your shoulder blades and then dropping back down. Finding the breath lifting your shoulders and dropping them back down. And with each breath, at your own pace, in your own rhythm, just bringing your awareness to that gentle movement of your own shoulder wings, moving upward and downward in gentle flight. And the guides say, though we might not be lifting our feet off the ground, we are indeed using the same momentum. The breath is what lifts us up and brings us into that space of movement. We are always in constant movement. Like birds in flight, our bodies are moving and acclimating and functioning at all times. And the breath is the life that brings activation and animation to all of those movements. So breathe deeply. Bring your awareness to the movement within and remember yourself. Remember the places that you have forgotten. Imagine, if you will, that the wings on your back, your shoulder wings, can unravel outward into real wings, and that with your breath, breathing in and breathing out, you start to animate those wings on your back, and they start to move ever so gently as your body acclimates to the idea of having wings. And with each breath, each inhale and exhale, those wings grow a little more confident, a little more capable as you settle into the idea of taking flight. Now, what do you need to know about taking flight? Well, really, there's not much to it. You find your breath, you set your eye on a focus point, and with the intention, you start to move those wings and start to move toward that point of focus. You see, the intention is the focus that gets you moving. It is with intention that you find yourself in flight and begin to wonder, how did I even do that? It's such a natural and seamless process that you question how it even happened at all. Now that's the beauty of it, is it happens all the time. The focus of intention and the action of breath moves you into that space of flight. Now, knowing this, there's an inner desire of wanting to propel yourself into all of these different directions of intention. Well, I want this, and I want to go here, and I would like this to come into my life. The intention of focus is one of intentioned desire. And when we take this seriously and with reverence, we hold space for the divine to enter into the equation. And with that hand at our back, we can feel our will step aside and allow for something greater to start to move us. And with that, the guides come back to the breath, always the breath, setting your intention on a focus point, allowing the breath to move you and allowing the guidance to move you forward. So often you get caught up in needing to know how things are orchestrated, how things will happen, and the order of things. In part, there's fear of not knowing if you are capable, fear of the expectations, anxiety and worry over how each component will come to pass and what will need to be done. There really isn't much to know before taking flight. The seed of desire is the kernel that sets your compass. The breath is what moves you. The divine hand at your back is what holds you and supports you and gently realigns you in varying directions as you move forward. These are the three ingredients of manifestation: a point of focus, your life force, and the divine at your back. We offer you this not as a recipe for magnetizing and manifesting, but to relieve yourself and alleviate some of the concern of how things will get done and the control behind it, of needing things to be aligned in a certain way. When you trust that your job is simply to set your sights, tune in your desire, bring in the life force, and then allow yourself to be moved and allow things to move into your life, well, what a weight off your shoulders. So much energy is spent on the how things will happen, the how things will go. How will I be able to do that? How will I do that? How can I prepare myself? Well, we'll tell you how you might prepare yourself, and we already have, which is to spend your time in that space of your heart and softening the heart and really tuning into that which you desire at any which moment. So we return you to that point of taking flight, and we ask you to imagine yourself lifting off from the ground and feeling your feet separate from the ground beneath you, and feeling yourself stretching out those wings on your back, imagining them as whatever color you desire, whatever size of wings you desire. They may be small little propeller wings at your back, or giant dragon-like wings expanding outward from your body. And with these new appendages, feel yourself lifting upward, feeling the wind move beneath you in support, and bring some animation to those wings. Feel what it's like to move them. Feel what it's like to move forward and backwards and up and down, creating shapes, playing in this space of movement. It's all yours. There are no wrong ways to move. And feel the lightness of this movement. Feel how special it is to be moving in a different way. This joy and this lightness and exhilaration that you're feeling is very much the same of what it's like when you allow yourself to be supported by the universe in co-creating with this space of infinite possibility. It is not something that is outside of you. It is something that is within you, a remembrance of all that is and all that is possible. So we bring you this image of flight and the joy of movement, and we will leave you in this space of joyful experimentation and not taking it too seriously, allowing yourself to move and delight in the idea of having these new wings and feeling what it's like to be supported in this movement. I hope you've enjoyed this transmission from the Akashic Records, and I send you many blessings in light.